Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is another episode of my album review series. And today we're doing an artist that we did in our first episode, them being My Chemical Romance. Now, I brought this album up in the Disturbing Music Videos video that I made just before I started this series, so you're probably going to be acquainted with it. And if you're an MCR fan, you're definitely going to be. I brought you my bullets, you brought me your love. It's their first album, their debut. It is really underrated in the community because not a lot of people talk about it as much, and it isn't really merchandised as much as the others. Even Danger Days doesn't really have much, but they still, like, on Hot Topic, they have like 3 shirts. They have earrings with the spider logo. They have a lot of stuff, but this is their first album, and it's really, I really don't know where to begin with it because it's just that good. Probably the best MCR album. And it's basically just a collection of songs about just problems and issues that you face in your life, and a lot of them focus on like dark topics like depression, and it's just a really poignant album, if you ask me, because, and then, even focusing on that, it also has a really interesting aesthetic with the way it looks, because the lyrics inside. You see on the record, it has the, don't fall out. It has this really interesting looking design on the front. It's really minimalist. I love the font on it too, it makes it even better. It even got that same font on the back, and yeah, it's really good, and yeah, it just overall, I've said that word a lot, but you've got the whole track list here. You've got the Romance, which is actually a sample from a guitar performance created like just over a century ago, I'm pretty sure, and it's a really great introduction to the album. It really sets the mood, sets the tone for the amazingness you're about to listen to, and a lot of these songs have dark themes beneath what they're immediately presenting, like Early Sunsets Over Monroeville. That's probably one of the best MCR songs, and it's got the premise of being based off of Dawn of the Dead, John Romero's. And yeah, but other than that, it's basically kind of how I interpret the lyrics. Like, the very end, it says, "But does anyone notice there's a corpse in this bed?" What I've taken that, how I interpret that, is basically the person who's just sitting there is just completely divorced from life. It's like they're dead to everybody, dead to themselves. There's probably a better interpretation. I'll need your help in the comments to help me figure that out, but that's the interpretation of the lyric I stuck with the most. We have Honey, This Mirror Isn't Big Enough. That was the one I brought up in the Disturbing Music Videos. It's like presents itself about just being completely buried in your addictions. It's completely, it's, I can't say I haven't been there before. I have stories to tell there for another day. And Drowning Lessons, Head First for Halos, they're all about death of the self. I won't get into specifics in case this gets popular, but yeah. I've got Skylines and Turnstiles, which is Gerard Way's recollection of watching the 9/11 attacks, because that was what inspired him to make this band, and that was actually the first song they ever wrote. Song they'd ever written, song they had wrote. Sorry, typos. I'm recording really quickly here because they have tight time, really strict constraints. And Demolition Lovers is about 2 lovers madly in love with each other, and at the end of the song, they're gunned down in the middle of a field, and that leads to the plot of 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, which is the album they made after this. But on top of that, a lot of people have said that's also about Gerard Way's willingness to go super far for people that he cares for, people that he loves, even going so far as to die for them. And that's kind of what this song is about, just the hypothetical case if for someone he loves so much that he would have to die for them. Yeah. I honestly kind of have trouble picking my favorite track on this album. Our Lady of Sorrows is good, but I think Skylines and Turnstiles has to take it from me because it's just recorded really well, the instrumentation is great, and the themes, the lyrics about what he saw, about what he experienced, they're just beautiful. Honestly, the reason this reviews might be a little short is because first, I have the tight time constraint, and second, I have to keep my eyes dry for the next video. But yeah, it's just really good and deserves a lot more love because MCR hasn't really been able to advertise it as much because it's shared ownership with a different record label than the one they're on right now, because it's on Reprise, but it was originally on Eyeball, I'm pretty sure. And so Eyeball still has some power over it, and so they don't really perform as much Bullets. It's more of like a special occasion when they get to, and the merchandise is really wearing thin because they have like at Hot Topics, like the place for MCR merch other than the MCR website itself, they have one long sleeve shirt. That's really it. And honestly, I'm kind of sad about that because there are so many different things that would look great based off of Bullets for shirts. Like Head First for Halos was originally released as a single, and the single cover for that would be amazing to go on a shirt. I'm just saying, you should look it up. It's good. It's great. It's glorious. But I think I should probably stop this video now before I get too rambly. So yeah, I brought you your Bullets. You brought me your love. It's great MCR. Everybody needs to give it a listen. And yeah. Beautiful emo album. I love it. Next up, it's a longer album, but don't have really too much time to talk about, so I'll get to you on that next one. Bye. Thank you.